The lawsuit comes in the wake of this video that went viral on social media last month, showing two black girls seemingly being snubbed by a costume employee during a parade. Sesame Place has apologized to that family and promised more training for its employees.
Somebody else did it. All right, friends, let's get to it. I am ready for this one. Before we hear that, are you guys ready? So the question is Sesame Street racist? Is the big question we are asking today. And we're going to check out this video together and see whether or not if these claims are true. All right, let's listen to this. All right.
From the Sesame Place theme park near Philadelphia, a family in Baltimore suing for $25 million over claims of racial discrimination. It relates to this new video from the park seemingly showing black children being ignored by one of the characters. The law firm taking their case is also filing a class action lawsuit, believing there is a pattern of discrimination.
We were shocked and dismayed that these costume character actors besmirched the great name of the Sesame Street brand, an institution that's as American as baseball and apple pie, and who has for years battled for inclusivity and equity for all people.
The lawsuit comes in the wake of this video that went viral on social media last month, showing two black girls seemingly being snubbed by a costume employee during a parade. Sesame Place has apologized to that family and promised more training for its employees. From the Sesame...
That it? Wow.
That's what it was.
I don't know. I think kids, period. I mean, I don't know, because I think this is one of those things where it must be is there a pattern? Is this a moment that someone caught? But why would you walk past any child in character?
Good point.
That makes absolutely no sense to me. Like, to me, it's not even about, I don't know the depths of that, but it's not even like, why would you ever walk past two children and you're a character?
Good question.
That is nuts.
That's a good question.
That's the question I would say. So to me, that is inappropriate. And you just have to wonder. I mean, everything is laced with people you have people in a costume and you don't know those people. Are they being trained to have preference or not? So that's is where they have to go deeper. But that is sad. It's sad to see two kids get pushed to the side.
I wanted to get kids' perspective on this, so I brought the boys to the channel.
Yeah,
so
what'd they say?
It's good to hear their perspective because it's
I saw that picture with them too. What'd they say?
This is what they say. We watch the video and listen. 1 second. Some of your friends are black, some of them are white, some of them are Spanish, the ones you go to school with. Like, it just doesn't matter. But so Zaza, you made a really good observation. I want to watch the video again. Baby J, pay attention. Are you ready? Watch the video.
Yeah, we just doing that.
High five.
One high for that one. No high five for
It's
that.
significant. He took his finger here. Josiah pointed this out. He said, oh, he did say no to somebody here at first. We don't know which race that was.
Exactly. We don't know who.
And then the same was done to the black girls. We don't know what color they are, which is something that we need to think about as well. But when he came to these girls, he did the same thing and he walked away. Oh, they are sad.
Yeah.
So, does video mean that Sesame Street is racist from your perspective?
No.
No.
That's according to them. They don't feel like this is racist, and these are kids speaking. No,
because I don't think they're people that play the part are like actual, like probably different people most likely.
Yeah.
Than the people that are walking around and doing that kind of stuff.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I would like to know who is in a costume in the first place. Is it a white guy or a black guy or a Spanish guy? I think that would tell us a little bit of the story.
Yeah.
So why do you think possibly, if Sesame Street is not racist simply based on this video, if it's not racist, Baby J, do you think Sesame Street hate those girls for not giving them high five, Baby J?
No.
No. Why do you feel that way? and anything you say is fine. Your opinion is respected. Why do you feel that way?
Because well, the Zeta person gave high fives to all the other people. Well, as far as we know, gave high fives to the other colored people that are opposite colored.
He gave a high five
So
to
what are you saying?
the tall person.
So you don't think they're racist?
But not the
But you don't
kids.
think it was wrong for them to skip the black girls?
I don't think it was right
it wasn't.
for
Okay.
the person to skip those people.
So it wasn't right for them to skip the black girls, but skipping those black girls doesn't mean they're racist. Is that what you're saying?
It just depends.
There's
really.
a lot more, right?
It's not. Yeah, there's so
I
much
agree.
more.
There has to be more to the story. And that was their argument. We're not saying we agree completely with them, but we're saying a kid's
I
perspective
think, period. Why are you high fiving adults and
Yeah.
not children?
says, true.
Like, to me,
But there were some children that were high five that were Caucasian as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I totally. Well, that was in the beginning. The
Mhm.
the earlier part, I'd have to watch again because you
Mhm.
see certain things after you watch it multiple times. But again, this is the people in the costume. Is it all of Sesame Street? Is the
Right.
world laced with racism in general? I believe it is generally because we have stereotypes within ourselves.
Yeah.
It's just,
'Cause
and when I say
racism-
racism, it's
yeah.
just like
Any
having
form of hatred.
any
is
form
really-
of yeah, and it's
It's-
unfortunate. And I
yeah.
mean, and this is every country, every place in the
Mhm.
world.
It's more than skin color.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
it goes beyond.
Yeah.
So
One good thing they said is maybe they just didn't feel like high fiving these girls. There could be other reasons that is not.
well, that's
mentioned in
just
the
to
video,
me.
but
That's
the
like,
reason-
what is the reason that
reason
you
is
would
what the
ever go
reason
this
is-
to a child
yeah,
when they're paying money for your services?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like, there makes no sense. If I'm paying for my kid to
Mhm.
interact with your characters, there should be no kid left out.
That's
Period.
right.
I don't
That's
care what. If anything, you're leaving out adults. You say no to adults because they're too old, but you're here for the children.
Yeah.
Like that makes me upset because those are moments that kids internalize and they cherish those moments. That's nutty.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense really. So what say you?
I don't think when you say cover a distance, Debbie, I hear you, but they were right there. Like, you can't, like, what do you mean? Like, you had enough energy to do this, but you didn't. You could have just went like this.
I saw the rest of the video. Actually, the next girl in line, it was white girl. They give them they give her a hug, Rosetta.
Yeah. So
that-
there is a
yeah,
problem.
there
There's
is-
definitely a problem.
There's something we don't
To
understand.
put
here.
race as the forefront of the problem,
I don't.
there needs to be more.
There needs to be more. Than
But the
just
simple
that,
fact
yeah.
that he passed by, he took the time to do this, and he could have
Mhm.
went like that and kept moving.
Yeah.
So I don't. To me, there's no excuse.
That's right.
I
And
don't
no
give.
kids should be left out. If the kids are
Period.
left out, we
Like,
certainly
you're high fived an adult. So if
Yeah.
you're getting behind, skip the adults.
Yeah, we certainly
To me.
do need to understand why. But my question is, $25 million lawsuit for that? I mean, people can do whatever they want, but I'm thinking, like, really, is it that serious?
Heck yeah.
It
You're not
is.
gonna avoid my kid. I wish I would take my kid there and you don't high five him. I will go up, I will run up, and I will stand in front, and you need to high five him now.
That's right.
You will not break my child's
That's a
heart.
mother's perspective for you. I'm like thinking, $25
What?
million. That's a lot of
I mean,
money.
it's not about the money. It's
Yeah.
just
But I know
because
the
that
lawsuit,
25
they have to
million
get
is
something.
like spitting in an ocean in their world of
Yeah,
income.
absolutely.
Probably. I don't know. But I'm just saying, you will not imagine taking BJ there and they pass him and go like this to him, like you're not good enough.
Why is that?
No,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
Even if the
That
kid,
burns
even if
me
the
up.
kid was acting up, or
And they were
You
just,
know,
and they
how-
were being 100% loving.
yeah, even if the kids were mean and pulling down your pants or
Yeah,
something,
but
it
these kids
still
were being
doesn't
100%
mean- Yeah,
loving.
we don't have any evidence.
So
of
we
that
go to
say.
Chuck E. Cheese. That mouse gets a lot of problems, right? You just say,
It's
yeah.
the same mouse who
Those
made our
kids are
pizza.
trying to pick up their thing, and he's just like, he's still shaking their hands.
I could imagine his real facial expression behind it.
No, zero excuses for that.
No, yeah, I agree with you.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Well, guys, what say you?
So-
There's much more that could be said about this subject, but that's our perspective.
I'm mad
for
as a
now.
mother.
Some mother's perspective for you. But I spoke to the kids and I was telling them that Jesus never rejects any one of us, right? He doesn't pick and choose when it comes to loving or caring or saving any one of us. I love how Revelation speaks
Amen.
about that. We're always going to give you a biblical perspective, so you should just wait for that. It's coming. Revelation, I think it's Revelation 22.
I like what Megan said. The heart of Sesame Street is not for the people. They have an agenda as well. We've seen that time and time again, promoting transgender, being in your face with the jab on the show. So it's sad that the things that I was going to take the comment off, but it's sad that the things that we have entrusted for our kids to have a safe place and learning and to grow and mature, that they actually can be, that they're actually using it now against our children.
Absolutely.
And I don't know if it was that way from the beginning, but a lot of times things start off good. And then the agenda gets, they're like, ooh, we have a platform now. So let's attach our agenda to this, corrupt it, and they'll never know, because like that gentleman said, Sesame Street was just a staple in America. It was like, oh, good. They go learn how to count. They learn colors. They laugh with the Muppets. They laugh with Cookie Monster. They have, we know all those people. Snuffleupagus, so cute. Big Bird, sing-alongs. Then they have people coming on and training them with different things. So,
well, I tell you,
I digress. I'm very upset for those children. Any child that didn't get a high five.
Yeah. And
it was obvious. So, like the first one, I think. So the first video. Let me just back up to there. Hi, Darth Vader. Hi, Mr. E. Oh, I missed you guys. But so the first one, I think you can have an oversight, because sometimes I'm doing something, and when you're going down a line, that little girl was back a little further.
Yeah, true.
But in the second one, with the big green person, the mint green person, there's no excuse.
I get it. Yeah.
No.
Certainly. So listen, guys. This is what Jesus says. He doesn't ever treat us this way. He says, the Spirit and the bride says, come. Let him that heareth say, come. Let him that is athirst come. I love this right here. And whosoever will, let him take the water of life freely.
Amen.
Don't you love how Jesus behaves? He respects your choice, and he invites you to come if you want to.
He has no preferences.
No preference.
He wants all.
He wants to be saved. So
That's
I want to say to you, unlike Sesame Street, whether or not you agree with us or not, whether you think it's racist or not, but the point we're trying to say is simply this: no matter who you are or what you've done, you can come to Jesus. He never refuse you. He will give you a serious high five. Even more, he will embrace you with love and grace. So remember how much he loves you.